There are a lot fewer two-parent families.
What's worth more, a dollar today or a dollar tomorrow?
Almost nobody gets out of love alive. Prisoners' rights is out of sight, out of mind.
Is your brain on God?
Hello.
There's this article I read by Malcolm Gladwell, and it was about good black and bad black, right? And he is like half white, half Jamaican, I think. Is it through his mom and his dad?
Mm-hmm.
And he has West Indian relatives. And he was talking about how, like, back in the 80s when a lot of, people from the Caribbean and all this stuff was coming down and moving to New York and all these other places, like, they came down, a lot of them was not able to see the racism the same way black people did because, they didn't have to deal with it as much in their own country.
Right.
Right? Because you're usually a country where the population looks relatively like you, even though Jamaica has some conflict with their color as well. But that's a different topic. But, also, it was looked on from the other end. So when white people came in and all these people from the Caribbean came on, they was looked at hardworking. They was looked at as different from the black people here because, there was this stigma of the black people here being lazy, not wanting to work and all these other things. So there was this idea of good black and bad black, right? And then later on, when you get towards now the 2000s, there's no difference because now you get used to them. Now you get used to the situation where they're seeing just the same. I think what this situation does, and maybe I'm a victim of it, but basically what this situation does is when you put yourself out as being cleanly, right? And Bill Cosby did it not just in his work, not just with the Cosbys. He did it also, on the side view, because I've heard plenty of comedians say when they come up and Bill Cosby give them advice, first thing he says, is play clean. Don't do any blue material because, you want to try to get this family view out and be this image. I heard stories like even with Brett Fox, when Brett Fox was doing a nightclub and Bill Cosby actually put money into it, he was like, I don't want to see no drugs in here because I'm trying to keep a certain image. And once you do, I'm out. And to find out that, of course, it's Brett Fox, so you're doing some drugs and drinking and, women. And he pulled out. So this was an image that he was cultivating. So now when you have this possibility here, because it seems like you wasn't 100%, now you become like everybody else. And I don't necessarily adhere that to him, but it's in the back of my head. It's in the back of my head of that possibility. Because I can't say that I'm totally confident that he didn't do anything. If he did all the women, I don't think so. I think some people are on the come up. Did he do one? At least one? I think so. So that's why it's hard for me to separate certain things when this is your image that you actually put out. This is not just like, you're doing good work. Like, I would even say this is the same as Russell Simmons. I would say Bill Cosby is probably unique in that aspect. For the fact that this is something that he was putting himself out there. This is what he marketed himself as. And then it's possible you might be something else.
All right. Well, here's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Why I think it's unfortunate is because that prevents people from being freely creative. Like because of an individual. Oh, I'll put it like this. Let me ask this question. When you think about everything that's going on that's going on right now as far as the view of Bill Cosby in light of all of this shit that everybody was putting out there, does that take away from the impact that the image of the Cosby Show, does that take away from the impact that shit left for the 8-9 years that it was?
I don't, but I think there's two different impacts there. I think there's an impact from my childhood because that's a different thing altogether. There's an impact from my childhood that cannot be taken away regardless of whatever else. But then there's a different impact when you grow older. It's the same like anything from your childhood. This was a different era. So anything from my childhood that I've seen, if I go back and look at the same thing, it's a totally different context. Now you have two different contexts. So, my thing is...
I'm talking about don't include the personal stuff. I'm just talking about the view of the Cosby Show from your childhood to your adulthood.
I can't. That's what I'm saying. It's two different things. Like I'm saying, if this wasn't even there, it would still kind of technically be different context. Like this might be a little bit more psychological, but the fact is, if it wasn't there, for me watching my childhood, it was a different experience. That now that I go older and already had this experience, it becomes more of a reflection. It becomes more of how I seen it as a child and look at it now. So it's not going to have the same impact of seeing this black family, this middle class black family to now when I'm a grown up and have my own responsibility. You know what I'm saying? So now when you mix this in, this is also another factor that's on top of that. So I would always be looking at it differently. The impact is not going to be the same regardless and that's why I say my childhood impact, nothing could be taken away from the childhood impact. That is always going to be there. The fact that there was this middle class family that told me there's a different aspect to the black family is always going to be there regardless. You know what I mean? But as an adult who now knows has a better understanding of how the world works and who people are, and the possibility that this person actually might have done something in their life that could have been damaging to somebody else's life, that is going to be there, bro. Like, it's going to be there. It doesn't take away from the impact of the childhood, but I separate that from the impact as an adult.
All right.